Tonight we're going to be doing a pick a oracle card tarot reading. So I already have 3 spreads laid out. You can go ahead and take your time picking one, and then I'll read them out to you. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the first set of the Kali Oracle cards, and if you chose this deck, we're going to see what the message is for you. I'm predicting that there's lots of shadows and troubles that are going on. That's the color I'm getting from this deck. Not to worry, we're going to see what the message is. Okay guys, so this is the only set of cards that has 4 cards in it. While I was shuffling, I was told a message to pick an extra card, and that's why there is an extra card here. And I'm going to go ahead and get started reading the cards, but already by just looking at it, I can tell there's lots of meditation that has to be done and lots of shadow work. I'm going to go ahead and start reading the Anahata Kali. Anahata Kali, beautiful, powerful mother of the sacred universal heart, who lives within our hearts as the wisdom and healing power of love. Your heart knows how to heal and how to open, how to break and repair itself to become stronger and wiser than before. Your heart cannot be contained or constrained by what has taken place. Your heart wisdom and empowerment are growing. Soon you shall have the wisdom and courage to accomplish something very important for your soul journey. Trust in the invisible working of the divine love. Let your heart be at peace. I'm getting from this card that whoever picked this deck, the person is struggling to believe in themselves, and they're struggling to find what it is that they want to do. So the divine is saying just go for it and just trust in her power. So trust in the divine feminine. This is a divine feminine deck, and you need to tap into your emotional side, which then gets into this card, which is the present card. This is going to be what you should be doing presently to shift those gears in your mind. So if you're feeling like you're struggling, this is for you. So that is the Kali Yantra. She is your inner power to evoke a positive shift in your circumstances. If anything required for success be lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it, bridging the divide between you and the manifestation of your intentions. You are crossing a critical spiritual threshold. She is the true guardian and guide. Stay focused on what matters to your heart, and you shall remain faithfully connected to her protective presence within. Allow distractions to fall away and continue to commit to your soul journey. A more beautiful experience of your life path awaits you. You need to do meditation. You need to look within, and that's going to be your breaking point to the future. That's going to be what shifts you to get through this tough time in your life. When I shuffle this deck, I got black and dark energy from it, which isn't bad. It just signifies that there's a shift that you're going through. So if you're really struggling with something, now is the time to buckle down and focus on yourself and believe in yourself. Trust in the divine feminine and do some meditation. Masanasini. She devours darkness with her endless hunger for light, peace, and redemption. She reaches the deepest places, the darkest spaces, relentless in her pursuit of the lost and despairing. No soul shall ever be forgotten, abandoned, or betrayed by her. Those that believe in their own guilt, their sin, their shame, evoke her mighty tenderness and feast upon the darkness that threatens to consume them, alleviating the weight of their suffering, allowing their hearts to become light and free. What this card is saying is that you're protected. Once you've done all of the meditation, all of the self-work and reflecting, you're essentially evoking Kali. You're invoking her and you're calling upon her, or whatever that might be in whatever you might identify with, source or whatever that darkness is. You need to tap into that to get to the light. And that's essentially what the card is showing you. You need to look inward, which is within the darkness, and then you'll be brought to light. That's your future card. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, you're going to get through this very quickly. And it's showing that it's just through meditation and believing in yourself and the divine feminine. Now we're going to go ahead and read this bonus card, which is Guna Tantrika. And I'm getting from this that this is going to be a reward from doing all of the work that is shown here. This is going to be your reward for the future. Guna Tantrika. The Divine Mother manifests the cure for when we feel overwhelmed or confused, or when we feel we're falling apart or locked into stagnation. She is the superior medicine. Even when we may not be sure what is needed to bring ourselves back into balance, she holds the answers. Tune into your heart, and there you will find her sacred prescription. Trust your inner guiding sense of what to do or not do next. Trust that a better order is being established. So this is essentially saying that there is something that's going to come into your life that is a medicine for you, a prescription that is going to heal or cure what it is that you're dealing with. And you're already going to heal and cure what you're dealing with through doing the inner work. And you're going to get there. But this is yet another means. So the goddess is saying that you have two means of something that is coming into your life. So the first thing is self-work, and then the next thing might be external. However that might manifest, it could manifest in the means of another person or financial gains. It's going to manifest in something completely different from self. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for this change, because it's looking like whoever I'm reading this for, they're going through a lot of darkness in their life and a lot of confusion, but it's eventually going to shift. Now is your breaking point. So thank you guys for joining me for this reading, and I'm very happy for those of you that are finally going to be breaking through this tough challenge in your life, or whatever it might be, because I'm also seeing that it doesn't have to be a huge challenge. It can just be you lacking inner confidence, and the Devi is here to help you get through that. Thank you for joining me for this first reading. I'm going to go ahead and dive into the next one. Okay guys, if you pick this second set of cards, I'm getting the color golden from this, and usually I like to tell you the colors when I get to the reading, because I don't want you to have a certain thing in mind already. I don't want to lead anyone astray. I want to read completely from my own energy and from the Divine Feminine. That is why I tell you the colors afterwards. So this color, this deck is golden. That's the color that I'm seeing from this deck, and I'm getting that there are rewards that are coming because you have done the penance. So I'm going to go ahead and read the first card, which is Mantra Shakti. Mantra Shakti. Her voice creates and dissolves universes. Her vibration within our soul creates our life path. You have the sacred power of voice. How shall you express it? To call for effective divine assistance in all ways. Do not allow negative thought or speech to undermine your inner spiritual connection. Claim your voice and your power to create. Listen for inner guidance and then set your course in motion. Though it may not yet be visible in your physical world, a new order is generating within the soul. In time, it shall manifest and transform physical circumstances. So, like I said before reading the card, whoever picked this, you have been doing inner work, and it's looking like there are rewards that are coming to you in physical circumstances. So be on the lookout for that. Now, this is going to be your present card, which is Chinnamasta. Sacred severance is her radical grace. She is our soul's power to shed and survive, to outgrow and evolve. When the soul needs to separate itself from that on which it once relied, be it a view of ourselves or the world, or a group or belief system that cannot support the truths of the heart, she is the capacity, sovereignty, and courage required for self-liberation. Systems of oppression within your mind and your world will be overcome. You have the power to sever your attachment to the past and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation, healing into a path that is worthy of your heart. Whatever it is that you were holding on to, that you did the inner work for, you are at a place where you can finally let go. And that is why I got golden as the color for this deck, because whoever this is for, you've done the inner work and you're ready to move on. And I'm so genuinely happy for you, because we all know how hard the inner work can be. So don't lose sight of this. Just because you've finished the inner work for something or one thing, do not lose sight of what it is that you're trying to accomplish. I'm going to go ahead and read the next and last card, which is the future card, Kalika Tantrika. Our wild mother goddess overcomes duality, resting in the sweet spot of integration, healing, and creativity. She felicitates the overcoming of tension and conflict, birthing sacred solutions and evolution into greater bliss. Kalika Tantrika is Kali, the Tantric Queen. She overcomes all karma, realigns pathways when we have veered off course, reverses the momentum of negative uses of free will, and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. Her presence announces significant change and positive improvement in all aspects of your life, especially your spiritual life. So for whoever this is, it seems like you are a spiritual person, which you can already tell from the first two cards. You've already been doing the inner work. You're at a place where you can finally let go of what that is that you've been doing the inner work for. And it's looking like there's going to be a huge positive shift in your life in the future. So this is all connected for that inner personal growth and whatever it is you're trying to change, which is perfect because this is the channel and the place for spiritual growth and personal growth. Whatever kind of growth you're trying to achieve, this is the channel for you. And I'm really glad that I decided to do this reading because it's always great seeing positive change for people out there. So whoever is drawn to this, thank you for coming to this channel. And I hope that you continue on your journey and find positive ways to release these traumas. So I also want to mention before I go on to the next reading that this set of cards seems related to my first reading. And if you do go back to that video, you'll find that there is also messages of inner work that has to be done. So maybe you were someone that was on that first journey for the first reading, and now you're on a different journey. So this is for the present time. If you do want to go back and check out that last reading, that's completely optional. It's up to you. But I find that you might see that it connects if you drew these set of cards. So I'm going to go ahead and read the next set of cards. I want to mention that I do like to go very in depth with my readings, and for some people that might not be something that they like. You might like a quick reading, though I find those are not always very useful because you ideally want a reader that is going in depth and giving you as much information as possible, especially if you're not paying for it. You don't want a reader that's just gonna give you like a quick interpretation and tell you something like this is meant for you and you're gonna have good luck or bad luck. That is not what I'm here for. I'm here for actual readings to help people grow and uplift themselves. I'm going to go ahead and read out the colors that I got from this set of cards. This is the last set of cards, and I got both white and green. And already looking at these cards, this is already giving it a bit of essence of light, and this is already giving green, and this is already a plant, so I can understand why I was getting both light, white, and green. So I'm going to go ahead and read the first card. Nitya Kali, she calls us away from the world to journey inwards where a path of sacred introversion beckons. Turning within may feel natural or unfamiliar, but in journeying within you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize you are not being denied, but released. There is something new on the horizon. Honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. It's looking like there is a shift in this person's life, whoever I'm reading this for, and it's a good shift because you're finally letting go of things that need to be let go of. And it's looking like there's going to be lots of blessings and showering gifts in your life, both in terms of the divine and both health-wise. I'm also getting that I'm seeing this person is going to be in nature a lot, and I'm guessing that's why I was getting tons of green imagery. And I'm seeing like relaxing, going for walks, really taking care of your health and surrounding yourself with nature. Surrounding yourself with nature will definitely help your health. So that's what I'm getting from the first card. I'm going to go ahead and read your present card, which is Artha of Kali. Her heart contains the seeds of your soul and complete awareness of the divine destiny she always intended for you. There is a sacred purpose for which you were born and a meaningful, divinely protected pathway for you to fulfill it. Only you can decide to put your faith and commitment into that path and to take one step at a time in honoring what has value to your heart. Tuning into her loving plan. In taking those steps, the pathway will reveal itself and you shall attract great blessings that will benefit all beings. So like I said in terms of the first card, you're going to be attracting so many blessings, and you just have to tune into your heart. Tune into your heart chakra and be around green. Be around nature, because that is essentially the color for the heart chakra, green. The more you tap into green energy, the more you can open your heart chakra, and the more you can attract these blessings into your life. So these are both essentially good cards. I'm seeing so much good and light coming from this. I'm going to go ahead now and read your future card, which is Bhadrakali. Bhadrakali, our wild divine mother knows when to become gentle with our hearts, bestowing sweetness that liberates us from fear. Though you may have faced much struggle and challenge on your path, though it may seem only the most powerful intensity could stem the tide of negativity, the Dark Mother of Grace will conquer the obstacles to your freedom with gentleness. She manifests herself now as Bhadra, the gentle. She will calm the waves of emotion, eradicate doubt and despair, and provide safe and graceful passage through all difficulties. What I'm seeing is now really is a time for gentleness, and these cards all connect because being in nature is very gentle, and she's going to calm the tides of all storms in your life through gentleness. Now is a time for gentleness, and now is the time for you to really be at ease with yourself. So I'm loving these sets of cards for whoever drew them because it is such a peaceful time in your life. Like, you're really just going to be having such peaceful times and such gentleness and blessings, and you're guided by the divine feminine. So you don't really have to do a lot to achieve that presence of ease and comfort, because the divine feminine is here for you. She's here for you and she's protecting you. That's really all I have for you guys today, and I really enjoyed looking at all three sets of these cards. If you like this video, please continue to support this channel. Like, I really have so much fun doing these readings, and the more I do them, the more I'll be calm while doing them, because it is a lot to set up the recording and to try to get everything in order. Like, I don't have a recorder stand that is very much useful because mine keeps falling over. I have to figure out my recording stand situation. But if you enjoy this reading, I highly recommend that you check back in for the next that I'll be doing, whenever that is, because it's been seeming like my readings are connecting. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share my channel to those that you might feel would be drawn to these types of readings. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great night and enjoy the rest of your journey with these divine messages. Thank you.